Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Driven Wyld. Today we are talking about routed deliveries on Doordash. Doordash has a bunch of different ways to earn, and they are using a bunch of different methods to have orders delivered. Most people know them for food delivery, and they're earned by offer pay models. And since then, they have made stacks and even earned by time. Now DoorDash has introduced routed offers, and a lot of people are vaguely familiar with this concept and are happy with it. Some are confusing it with other opportunities, and I have thoughts I would like to share. So with that said, we are talking about everything you must know about routed deliveries on DoorDash, what they are saying versus how it actually is, and everything in between. But before we do that, let's go over a quick disclaimer. The content of this video does not contain as never intended to be legal, business, financial, tax, or health advice of any kind. This video is for entertainment purposes only. It is advised that you conduct your own research and consult qualified professionals before applying anything you find online. I also want to be clear that everything that I'm going to be going over is very market dependent. What applies to me in my market may not apply to you. So with that said, let's get started. A routed delivery is a group of 3 or more orders with a single pickup location and multiple drop-off points along a route. This is not to be confused with a batch order, which can have multiple pickups and drop-off locations. If you do want to learn more about that, I have made a video on that as well. The link to that is going to be in the description. Feel free to check that out. How will I know if I've been offered a routed delivery? The accept screen will clearly display that the delivery opportunity is a route and will show you all of the drop-off points. You will also see the estimated completion time and the guaranteed earnings for the entire route once completed. That said, I've seen a lot of companies get involved with meal delivery kits as of late, as well as other forms of packages, and others have also claimed that Petco routes have popped up here and there. There have been tips on those routes before. I don't know if that's the case for everyone, but nevertheless. Who can accept routed deliveries? All Dashers may receive and accept routed deliveries. Yeah, I don't know if you noticed already, this is not quite the same as Dashlink offers. You have to receive the invite to receive Dashlink offers from last I checked. And Dashlinks are normally presented in a route, therefore counting them as routed deliveries, but routed deliveries are not Dashlink exclusive. How many orders will be in a route? These deliveries will have a single pickup location with 3 to 10 drop-off locations along the route. You'll see the drop-off order in your Dasher app. This is true if it's not a Dashlink offer, and honestly, these are becoming more and more common, but they're still few and far between. I was thinking for a while that they would have to do this for the no-tip customers at some point, but they took the EBT route or earned by time route instead. Now it's more like for Petco offers that don't really have the pre-tip option. What do I do if I can't reach the customer and need to make a return? If you have called and texted and are still unable to reach the customer, mark customer unavailable in your Dasher app, wait for the timer to expire. Once the time expires, a return will automatically be created for you, and you'll be directed to return the order after you've delivered the other items en route. You will still receive earnings for the return trip. If you are ever unable to reach a customer on a routed delivery, store requests that you return the merchandise to the store. Unlike a marketplace order, stores request you to not leave items unattended at your drop-off location. This is normal for a lot of companies, actually. Always fulfill deliveries to the best of your ability, and then returns are to be done after. This is a bit unusual, though, to not allow contactless on these orders, but not entirely unheard of. That said, I have never had to return anything from a route before because I kind of steer away from them. If anyone has experience in returning orders from a route like that, let me know in the comments, because I can't imagine being an extra half pay for the total route is even going to be a thing here. What if I have an emergency and need to cancel the route during the course of the delivery? If you need to cancel a route after you've picked up the orders, please contact support using the phone or chat button in your app, and a support agent will assist you on the next steps for a return. If you absolutely have to, They get it, but if you can avoid it, do so. Not completing a route after already picking it up is hard enough, and people have been deactivated for less. Usually larger payouts. I say usually larger payouts because it is multiple stops and less pickups, meaning less overall work and in a more condensed time frame. That said, that doesn't mean it's always worth it. If they are paying you $40 for a route and has 10 stops for over 50 miles worth of driving, that's higher pay for a single offer, but that doesn't make it worth it. So make sure your standards are still met when completing these orders. You don't want to lose money. Return on time. You have heard of return on investment, I am sure. A metric that measures profitability of an investment by comparing the gain or loss of its cost. Return on time measures the profitability of your time by comparing the gain or loss of the amount of time you've committed to something and what you've got out of it. Whether that is money, product, time, opportunity cost, all of that is a factor here. If you commit time in your day for a route that is paying the same amount as a single order on any other app, then it may not be worth it. After all, you're here to earn more for your time, not less. Still not as good as multi-apping. I don't care what anybody says about DoorDash or these routes or just overall single deliveries on the platform. Nothing DoorDash can put out is going to make you more money than having a diversified gig portfolio or an exit strategy. The gig economy is an income bridge to what would be a long-term goal and not the goal, and depending on a single app or income is going to hurt you long term. Are you on multiple platforms? Are you involved in a lot more verticals? Do you have other means to make money? If you had to stop gig work for some reason, is there another way in which you can earn? If you get deactivated on DoorDash, are you on UberEats, Grubhub, maybe a few of the catering apps like Deliver That, Delivered, Zifty, Gipcart, Food Fetched? There is a lot of money to be made in the gig economy. You just got to be willing to do the work and get on all of these platforms sooner rather than later. This is one of the things I constantly preach and talk about in the Driven Wyld Discord server. The Driven Wyld Discord community is exclusive for gig workers and entrepreneurs looking to expand their knowledge and expertise in their self-employment and entrepreneurial journeys. I partnered with high-level professionals to bring you some of the most exclusive benefits based on your personal needs as a gig worker. Exclusive professional opportunities and gig postings. More live streams with high-level professionals in our industry. Educational systems to help you build your own delivery service provider, as well as other scalable opportunities. Driven Wyld has also kicked off its Build Your Own Delivery Service Provider course, and we are changing the game and transforming how businesses serve customers. Now gig workers get more opportunities. So whether you're a gig worker looking for more opportunities to earn or an exit strategy because the gig economy is an income bridge to what would be a long-term goal and not simply the goal, and you would like to see something with more growth potential and scalability, there is something here for you. Check the link in the description and get started with making the most amount of money in the least amount of time in the safest possible way. We are excited and looking forward to helping you secure your financial future. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. As always, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys next time.